boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 1s to look at. The Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. Now this is the collaboration with Union LA. They're calling this the Varsity Red colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So first and foremost, they did call this, because like looking up images online, I do notice there's like a discrepancy going back and forth as far as like what they want to actually title this sneaker. But I have seen Varsity Red, and then I also have seen where they're calling it like, you know, the Chicago Shadow colorway as well. So just getting that out the way, don't know what the official title of the sneaker is going to be, because this is actually an early look at this particular sneaker. So nevertheless, I have seen this box with those other collaborations that they have done with Union LA. Now on the box lid, you do have like these images of Michael Jordan throughout his career, and they do have like, you know, some advertisement as far as like, you know, like his sneakers and things like that. And we have seen these on like, you know, Jordan 6s and a few other designs, so it's not like super duper like specific to the Jordan 1 per se. But if you do a 360 around the box, you will look and see the bottom portion does kind of look like what you would expect from like any other Jordan 1. The bottom portion of the box, now it is all black. You do have some Nike branding and copyright information here in white. Other than that, nothing else special there to notate for those that do care about that. There you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG SP. The colorway says Varsity Red, Black, and then Sale. Now when you do open the box, now it is a swing box lid situation, and they do have like, you know, this kind of cutout ring here as well. Up underneath, like it is all black, no stamps or anything like that, no stickers here to notate. You do have this white wax paper here. Now it is kind of like semi-translucent, so you can kind of see through it, but you do have the Air Jordan branding, and of course, like, you know, you have some Union LA as branding there as well. Other than that, you do have on the other side, it does have some and I'll pull that out, but it's kind of like, you know, a blueprint to like, you know, the overall like, you know, design of the sneaker. Up under that, you are met with this kind of white, regular, you know, white tissue paper here. Up underneath, you are met with the sneaker itself. Now, pretty solid sneaker. Definitely glad to get this one in the collection. The inside of the box, it is all black, and you do have like, you know, that YM sticker there in the white and green. So, if you take a look at this paper here, now again, it's really just a situation where they kind of have just the Air Jordan and the Union branding there, and then it's just kind of some artwork that just kind of just goes into detail as far as like, you know, the sneakers design and things like that. But let me go ahead and get that out of the way so we can go ahead and get to the actual sneaker itself. Dope sneaker, man. Like, I love the colorway on this one. So the idea was that they actually took two Air Jordan 1 sneakers and kind of like, you know, put them together. So if you do look at the sneaker, it kind of does resemble like what we expect from like, you know, an OG Chicago Jordan 1. The top panel here in gray is like, you know, what's consistent with that that shadow Jordan colorway. Not gonna take too long on this one, man. Definitely, like I said, I'm glad to get this one in the collection, but let's go ahead and jump right into it. The Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, and again, this is the collaboration with Union LA, Varsity Red colorway. So we're gonna take a look at the white sneaker like we always do. Now from first observation, let me move the tag out the way. Now from first observation, the sneaker does look like what you'd expect from any other Air Jordan 1 sneaker. For the most part, again, you have leather going throughout the entire upper. You do have the hits of Varsity Red going along the panels here and then going towards the rear itself. If you do look closely, and I'll try to get a close up here on B-roll images, but like the inner cuts, the leather, they kind of gave us like this hit of like yellow and gold, and we have seen that like on the other collaborations that they have done with Union LA. This mid portion here, you do have like this kind of off-white sail color here. They did give us the black Nike swoosh here, black stitching. Then of course you do have like your vertical line here with the white stitching there as well. Now if you do look closely going towards the mid portion here before you get to the panel, you do have this kind of Frankenstein stitching here. And again, that's supposed to be like, you know, saying that they kind of like merge two sneakers together. But you have this light blue stitching going around like, you know, the entire upper of the sneaker here. You do have this hit of gray going towards this top panel here. And then you do have your oversized Air Jordan 1 Wings logo there. They did give us this gold tag here, and of course it does have the Union LA text there as well. The midsole of the sneaker is in that sail color. The outsole of the sneaker, it is in that Varsity red as well. And that's pretty much it. Well, the top portion of the sneaker, one more thing, around the ankle collar, they did kind of give us this kind of nubuck kind of sock liner, if you will, and that does have like the hit of gold there as well. And that's pretty much it there. Switching gears, going to the front toe box of the sneaker, so like you do have more of that sail color leather here, and it is kind of heavily tumbled here. The entire sneaker, the leather, they did give us this mud guard situation here in red, and of course it does have like, you know, some red stitching, and that red stitching is consistent on the red panels throughout the entire sneaker itself. The toe box area of the sneaker is perforated just like any other Air Jordan 1. Now when you do open the box of the sneaker did not come pre-laced, but I did decide to go ahead and lace up these sail and black laces. They do tend to be like my favorite, and I'll go over the other lace options that they did give you with this sneaker, but they did give us 3 lace options. The tongue of the sneaker, now it is like, you know, in kind of this off-white sail color here, and that is in that nylon mesh material. If you do look closely here going towards the top of the tongue, you do have more of that blue stitch in there. The tongue of the sneaker, it does have like this exposed foam situation here, but they did give us this white tag here, and it does have the Nike brand in there with the outline of black. The inside of the sneaker is all black. I'm not going to pull the insole out right now in video, but I'll get some images for you guys. But the insole is all white, and they do have some Union LA and Jordan branding there as well. The sneaker did come with this blue tag here, and the tag does have like that Union LA branding up under the Air Jordan branding in white, and you can see it like from both sides here. Let me stick that back in, and then we're going to check out the medial side of the sneaker. Now the medial side of the sneaker, you do have this hit of black here going around the sock liner like I mentioned. Of course you do have more of that gray leather here as well. You can see more of that light blue stitching here. They do have the black Nike swoosh over on this side, and of course they do have the hits of the Varsity red, and then of course you see like the sail panels. The outsole of the sneaker does have like, you know, that hit of cream or sail, if you will. And they do have more of that Varsity red showing up on this side as well. Now going towards the rear, so the bottom portion, you will see actually more of that Varsity red, and of course you do have like that hit of gold going around the line there. They did give us like, you know, this black tab here, and of course you do have like some horizontal stitching here in the white, but of course you do see more of that light blue stitching for that Frankenstein stitching. The outsole of the sneaker does have that hit of sail, and then the Varsity red showing on the back there as well too. And that's pretty much it for the rear. The bottom portion of the sneaker, now it is all red. Now it does have that standard Air Jordan 1 traction, nothing too different from what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 1. So up top you do have the circular traction up top, smack dead in the middle you do have that Nike branding there as well. And that's pretty much it for this sneaker. Now the left sneaker, everything is pretty consistent. You do have the oversized Jordan branding there for the panel there on the gray. You do have that gold Union LA tag over on this side as well. Other than that, like everything else is pretty much the same over on this side. But let me go ahead and show you guys, because again, they did give us a few lace options with this sneaker. So they did give us this hit of gold, and I do like the gold option with this one as well. Now that I'm actually looking at it, I think I might actually switch it out and go ahead and hit you with the gold. But yeah, man, and they do have like this other option that's kind of like in this silver gray, and these are both flat laces, you know, pretty standard with any other Air Jordan 1. And that's pretty much it. If I were to rate this sneaker, man, solid 10 out of 10, man. You can't go wrong with an Air Jordan 1. I feel like Air Jordan 1 is slowly becoming like one of my favorite silhouettes for the, you know, from the Jordan brand. So I definitely give this one a solid 10 out of 10. As far as like comfort and size, and the sneaker does fit just like what you'd expect from like any other Air Jordan 1. They do have like, you know, the Dream Cell insoles on this one. And I do recommend sticking true to size on this one. I don't foresee a reason for you to want to go up or down a half size or anything like that. And that's pretty much it. But I definitely want to take time to shout out the vendor who actually gifted the sneaker on the channel to review for you guys. And I do encourage you to stay engaged like always. I can be reached on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna hit you guys with a 360 and a B-roll like I always do. But yeah, man, there you go. Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. And again, this is that Varsity Red / Chicago Shadow colorway. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right. Lateral side of the left. Now there's your bottom. There's the medial side of the sneaker. And then there's your rear. But yeah, I thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.